Almost brought it back. What up, man? Tuesday night, Ross and Risky. I go by the name Rolex Risky. That's T Ross over there. What up, my boy?
What's good? What's going on, man?
Man, back at y'all one more time, man. Go tell a friend and tell a friend them damn fools back again. We're gonna have a good time tonight, man. Y'all got me sipping brown tonight. I don't even sip brown. I'm a clear sipper.
Yeah.
I'm on this brown tonight because I gotta talk my ish. Always, man, we give y'all at least 3 topics. So tonight we're going to definitely get into the Rajah Jackson situation, son of Quentin Rampage Jackson of UFC fame. We'll talk about this CBS top 25 NBA players of the 21st century. And then we'll go back and do a recap of what we saw from this year's NFL preseason, who's getting cut, who's making the 53-man roster. And so we'll go over all that as well. Plus, we always sprinkle in some little hip-hop if it pop up, so we can definitely get that in as well, man. If you're not subscribed, we appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the thumbs up button, you know what I'm saying? Hit the bell icon as well. That way, whenever we go live or drop videos, you'll be notified. I got a big stream I plan on doing for the Crawford-Canelo fight. The entire world, as we discussed last week, Ross, is taking Terrence Crawford. Literally the entire planet. So I'm looking around like, what have I missed? So yeah, I got some big stuff coming up for that. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked and stay tuned right here. We're starting off, Ross, with something near and dear to my heart. You notice I've talked about it on this show. I'm a big wrestling fan, or as we say in the business, I'm a wrestling mark, right? Go way back with it. I'm not an indie mark. That's what we talk about. This is independent promotion. So I've never been a big fan of indie promotions. I would be what they consider a WWE mark. I'm a WWE mark.
Okay.
I enjoyed WCW back in the day. I'm an old head, so I enjoyed the territory days. I come up in the French Von Erich territory. Come up in the day, Florida. You out there in Florida. Florida was a huge territory. Dusty Rhodes, some of them guys out there made their name for themselves out there. So I go back with the history. I listen to all the good wrestling podcasts to this day. Shout out to everybody out there with a good pod. I don't listen as much to Dave. But anyway, let's get into this situation. Everybody knows Rampage Jackson, former UFC champion. Him and his son, they're on, is it Kick? I believe the streaming platform is called Kick, right?
Yeah.
And they've been, and I got to be honest, before we get into the story, I've been a bit critical of their content on Kick. To each his own. To me, they're kind of playing and delving into that. For me, I feel like it's kind of delving into like a little bit of that race play pool. A little bit. I saw Rampage was doing a thing with I don't know if you know the dude's name, that Sneeko kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he kind of gets into, you know what I mean? It kind of
Yeah, they've been going viral. I saw a couple clips where Rampage was getting at his son for trying to backdoor him on the females. I saw a couple clips where Rampage was walking up on different people with their girls. It seemed like for whatever's going on in the streaming world, everybody want to get a piece of it. So it seemed like they doing whatever to try and go viral. They doing the IRL streams where you pretty much just got the camera walking around with you throughout the day. So that's that. I think for grown people, just in general, that's a different level. Because just think about if, like, I know me, if a camera was around me all day, you can catch me saying some crazy stuff. Like I would be canceled. You know what I'm saying? Think about what it takes. Like, leave that for the kids. From what I've seen in the content before this event, I was thinking, oh, they're gonna get messed up, messing around with these girls. Something was gonna go wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was going downward
because the clout chase was just so. You know what I'm saying? It was so over the top. You feel me? I'm with you.
Because I even saw a clip where they was walking around in California and some of the Crips pulled up on, it just was like, okay, you seeing too much popping up and Rampage. You really you know you an ex-fighter, but you ain't walking around with security. You know, y'all in here and everywhere, y'all accessible. Even in this situation, like y'all too, like okay, I don't want to even get into it yet, but for the son, it's like you too close in their territory to where like, okay, the guy hit him with the can and apologize. You know, like you backstage at wrestling, they getting in character, whatever, doing whatever folks they doing. They getting ready, you know. Like something may go like that when you are in that environment. For him to sit down and really like take it in, even after the guy apologized and then do something like that, it's just whew.
And so here's the thing. I'm gonna, as we talk about this, shout out to the well, I gotta say it correctly, right? To the IWC, the internet wrestling community, right? That's what they call themselves. So I'll be weaving in and out of wrestling kind of inside terms and then just regular speaking, right? So kind of if you know, you know, but I'm doing it for a reason, right? So if you get lost in it, that's okay. But I'm doing it for a reason to demonstrate how this whole thing went wrong. Because I'm not even sure who's fully at fault here, Ross. And I'll explain with this situation. So just again, to give some background, Rajah Jackson is there because the guy with the cowboy hat, he'll be in the video. We'll play the video here in a second. Him and Rajah are cool. The cowboy, his name is AJ something of another. They're cool. So Rajah's there on his invite, right? So when the stream kicks off, I don't have the very beginning. I wish I had the longer version, but when the stream kicks off, Rajah is dapping up some of the guys that I guess like he's met before through his mans, right? Or that he knows. So he's chopping it up with them. So this is why the Psycho Stu guy comes up and he's like, you don't know who I am? And he's like, nah, dude, I don't know you. But to your point, though, in wrestling, you always are working the gimmick, right? Let me give people an example of always working the gimmick. Hulk Hogan lived his gimmick. You never saw him without the fanny pack. For like 40 years, you never saw this man without the fanny pack and the bandana. Whether he was wrestling, this motherfucker wore the fanny pack and the bandana to court, right? This motherfucker's always in character. Now, kayfabe has died a bit, so that's not so much the thing anymore, but all the older school guys still maintain that. Bret Hart, he lives his gimmick. The wrestler Sting, you either going to see him with his face mask or he's going to have on shades. You're never going to just see Sting's face in public. He's living, these older guys live the gimmick. Before we get into the video, I'll say one more thing. There's also a reason why back in the day, Ross, it used to be very, very difficult to get into the wrestling business. Many of great wrestlers talked about how when they first tried to get in, they got hurt. Hulk Hogan famously told a story about when he first went to try to get into wrestling, they broke his leg. That's what they used to do to quote unquote protect the business, right? So we're not just letting you, because in order for you to quote unquote get it into the inside, we got to make sure that you're going to be, that we vet you properly, right? And so they used to be very, very protective of the business back in the day. Not so much anymore. So fast forward to this guy. Again, Rajah is greeting some of the guys. He's talking to him. And so now here, where the video picks up, the Psycho Stu guy comes up to him and is now saying, you don't know me. Now he's working, right? He's working. Let's go.
Hey, I think that's what. Oh, you don't show it? Easy.
Now, I'm not sure if people heard what he said. Did you hear?
What he said?
He said, you're not going to sell it? Right? And because that, again, it's the inside wrestling term. If I hit you, you're supposed to sell it, meaning you're supposed to, oh, man, I got, you know what I'm saying? He said,
right,
you're not going to sell it.
That's what, and that's the thing. Like, you could tell he really didn't try to hit him with the.
Correct. I don't even think, here's what's crazy. See, a lot of people are saying, oh, we hit him with the can. If you watch his hand, he's a worker. He knows how to make something look like he hit you.
Right.
I think he crushes the can in his hand as he's making contact. So I think the contact was minimal, if any. He probably, he probably got a little, but because he doesn't even move. Just to bring it back again.
Exactly.
Yeah, and look at that can in his hand as he moves him. The can is crushed in his hand.
Hey, I think that's what. Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
And his mans with the cowboy hat said he's not a worker, bro. So the Stu guy thinks he's what they call in wrestling one of the boys. He's thinking, oh, he one of the boys. He back here with us. He got the cameras rolling. We working.
Right.
We working. And
Right.
he has to be told he's not a worker.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
No, he's not a
That's
Bro.
again, you don't sell it.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck
No,
him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know
No,
you will.
no.
We're good.
So again, these are the boys behind the little, and I don't want to seem like I'm just shitting on indie wrestlers because a lot of these guys, this is how they make their living. I'm just not a fan of indie promotions, right? A lot of these guys go out there and do stupid stuff, cut themselves up for $50 a night, jumping off the top of the damn middle school gym for $50. Yeah, I think it's idiotic, right? But these guys are back there, and he's telling them, hey, chill out. So this guy's apparently the guy with the ponytail is one of the guys that booked the show. So here's what he's gonna tell Raja.
Over here, like it's part of the fucking storyline.
Just keep going.
Working, just think that we're working over here, like it's part of the fucking storyline.
Just keep going. What kind of homo stuff shit?
Rampage. That's how we.
No, bro.
Go ahead, Stu.
There you go. Stu is now trying to reach his hand out. Yeah, he's trying to say, "Yo, I'm sorry."
This out there, because he always think it's a work, Luce.
No, he's already hot, bro.
Hey, you dad. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? This does give. This is bad. Because you just went there with, like, okay, if you're going to wrestling, you know, and you're going behind the scenes, like you're saying, you gotta know it's entertainment. So yeah, the guy made a mistake. And like, really, that's all pride and ego because you're not hurt. He really ain't hurt you. And if you really was hot, you would leave. But you just want to like sit there. And now it's like, oh, I gotta show you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's where we are now. Is that I got
if you really upset, leave. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Because for wrestlers, when a camera's on, we're working.
Right.
And he came over there with the camera. So we think we're working. Oh, you're not a worker. I'm sorry, right? I messed up. Now, watch it. His homeboy in this, Raja, we can discuss him as we go along. But his man, my man back there with the cowboy hat, that's who brought Raja here. Notice this whole time, where he is. He's playing the background this whole time. He's not really telling his boy, Ross, if I bring you, I'm from Houston, you from Florida. If you come to the H with me and you think it's something else popping and you kind of offend somebody, I'm going to be the nigga talking to you and talking to the dude like, hey, no, this my man. Boom, boom, boom. This is how it went down. He's letting everybody else handle it. You see what I'm saying? Watch him in this. He's playing. He ain't said too much of nothing. Now, he did at the beginning say he's not a worker. But that's all he's done. He ain't really talking to his man or commenting his man.
I'm
sorry, bro.
So there you go. He says, I'm sorry. They're shaking hands.
Hey, it's gonna all work out.
I appreciate it.
They're shaking hands again. He's apologizing again.
I didn't know. I thought you were a worker.
I get it.
You heard what he said, Ross. I thought you were a worker, the camera and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is how wrestlers are trained, unfortunately. If you don't know that world, I'm sorry, but this is how wrestlers are trained. When that camera's on, we're working.
We're not working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your match. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it.
Always.
What I just say, that's the wrestler mentality. We're always working. So now he's saying we're gonna work it out to where he comes out on your match. The reason they're saying that is because they know this is a live stream. Everybody just saw it. So now this is what great wrestling, great works in the past. They take as much real stuff as the people know is real, and we make it seem like whatever you know is real, we're going to keep it up to the point till we start working. So you just saw what happened in the back. So now when we get into the ring, he's going to run into the ring and make, oh, look what happened. You know, we're working. That's where shit gets weird. You know, this is where shit gets weird now, Ross.
I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying? We're always working.
Me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just
Okay, so now this is the part, Ross, where stuff gets wild because now, Ross, they finished the back stuff. They're sitting waiting for the show to start, but he's still on his live stream, as you mentioned. It's the IRL. So the cameras never stop with him. Now what's happening, Ross, right?
The chat.
What's happening? The chat. The chat is going. The chat is going. That's what's getting them riled up is the chat. Somebody in the chat was like, because he responded to the chat like, man, I ain't getting knocked out. It ain't even hurt. Da, da, da. So the chat is now rolling, right? So this is all the chat now.
pissed me off. And shit pissed me off. And I'm gonna have to get them back. They said I can go in the ring and get it that. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for them. Bro, my dad can't do shit. I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet. Bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out I am. What he said?
There you go. He's a fake crash out. You're gonna see how much of a crash out I am. That's his words, not mine.
Fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today. Am I meaning to fuck up a pro wrestler for real?
Hold on.
Can't see it. Can we see it?
You're gonna see the escalation.
My bad. Damn, I thought you had it up. Hold on. Here we go. My fault. Here you go. Listen to what he says right here. This is what people saying. This is like he got to have some issues. Listen to what he says.
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today.
Like what? That's been your dream?
No, this
I'm
is
really gonna fight him. Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. That shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs to knock him out.
See, this is him working now. He's working the chat.
He trying to go viral.
Yeah, get them subs up. I'm gonna do this. That's working. Just like the other dude was working, he's working now. You feel me? Here we go.
If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Y'all want me to teabag him? People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Hey, you're right, Joe. I gotta show him I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W if I should slam him first. Nah.
Again, the chat. Heavy in the chat, Ross. He getting everything. All this is rage baiting in the chat right now. I want to see if they're gonna show this one part though. So this is just all him in the chat. I want to see. There's a very important part before we get to that. Okay, so let me hold on. I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna show another video. There's a very important part, Ross, to this whole thing that
I
really.
didn't hear all that.
No. All this is super important, but there's a part here that. So I'm gonna play a few things that people probably. If you haven't been paying attention in close detail, because I've been reading and watching everything on this. So here's just what happened, I think a day before, because Rampage brought this up, that he was saying, well, my son might have actually had a concussion because, again, streaming everything, he got kicked in the face while sparring.
Okay, so this is what happens. When you bring a camera to the gym, people like to show out and shit. Roger's live on stream. That nigga know what he's doing. And Roger said, all right, we're going easy. We're going light. And then other people just pick it up.
You see that kick? Kicked him right in his ish and wobbled him. Damn near knocked him out with the spinning kick.
You know what he was doing. And Roger said, all right, we're going easy.
Boom.
We're going light.
Gotcha.
And then other people just pick it up and do stupid shit. Like, you do not do no spinning fucking head kick when you're going easy. This is not something you do. You can't even really control the power.
Now, Rajas did go on stream and say he had been throwing up that day. So clearly he had a concussion if he was throwing up. He was clearly concussed, right? From the day.
You're streaming the next day. Like, this is what I'm saying. Are y'all need money this bad? The money ain't even that good.
No, right. So here goes him in the back. Now, this is him talking to the cowboy guy in the back. See, this is why I think the cowboy guy, this AJ guy, AJ Mana, I believe is his name. This is why, for me, he's a piece of shit. I don't know you, but to me, you're a piece of shit and you making the business look bad. This is him talking to his boy.
Working like that, you don't fucking, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So you don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt. Go tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Okay. So let's talk about this breakdown. Wrestling terminology, a receipt, Ross. A receipt is if we're working, some people work a little bit more snug. I hit you a little too hard. So a receipt would be if I hit you a little too hard, you come back and hit me with a shot. Be like, hey, nigga, boom, that's a receipt. Hey, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? And now like, oh shit, I'm tripping. I'm doing too much. So that's wrestling terminology. Give him a receipt. I say that. You probably heard me say it in the gym. I say it in the gym all the time. They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you. You gonna get a receipt? You know what I'm saying? Then come down. Oh, I'm gonna get you a receipt. You gonna get a receipt? I'm gonna get mine back. So he's telling them get the receipt, but then he went further and said, F his shit up. And then he said, Ross, if they got a problem with it, I'll come down there. So he's Billy Badass now. You see? Gassing him up.
He liable. He the one.
See? He gassed him up, telling him what to do. And he tell him, you remember what a receipt is, right? So that's
right.
What I'm saying. Like, there's been something where Raja, him and this guy have either done some wrestling stuff before, or at least they've discussed the business, because he said, you remember what a receipt is, right?
Right.
So Raja's been told something about this world. You feel me?
Right.
So I thought that was a very important piece, is to look at this POS right here. I'm not going to show the video of what happened just because it's all types of implications in that. But I think the people counted, Ross, and I believe it is 23 live rounds that he throws. 23 punches land from Raja. 23. 23. The guy is the Psycho Stu guy he's knocked out on the initial double leg and slam. He's knocked out. He gets knocked out then. He then lands 23 unanswered punches while he's completely unconscious.
23. 5 or 6 would have done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, he's out. 23. That's
23.
over. You emptied the clip on him.
And look, the only reason he stopped at 23 is because they ran in and grabbed him.
That shoots somebody in the back and just keep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now this is why I got a problem with this promotion. So in protecting the business, you're supposed to be they all knew that this was going to happen, right? Because if anybody hits the ring, you can watch old tapes of people hitting the ring. Everybody stomps them out. You hit the ring. The referee going to stomp you out. Both of the guys wrestling are going to stomp you out. Everybody going to stomp you out. You hit the ring if you're a fan. But they knew this guy was coming in, which is why no one did anything, because they know this is a part of the work. But then he starts throwing live rounds. This is when everybody's supposed to grab him.
They reacted too slow.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell was going on here, bro.
So they were supposed to F him up.
They were supposed to regulate this. Yeah. Everybody in this promotion, once they saw those live rounds, they were supposed to regulate this. I want to show, here's
all the wrestlers storm in and just stomp.
Correct. So this is not going to show the actual punches. This is going to show the slam. And then this is going to show, because again, Ross, the camera never goes off.
You seen the person after do this?
Say it again.
Look at the person in the back. In the white shirt.
Oh, yeah. He's like, what the F, right? He's like, what the F? Because he knows that's not working. They know the way he slammed him is not working.
So right then, everybody should be running in.
Correct. Right there, he's clearly, look at him, Ross. He's clearly knocked out.
Yeah.
And then he fires live rounds. But here goes Raja after all this has happened.
Hello?
I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
That nigga said, my bad. Hilarious, by the way. To give you a minute.
I ain't gonna lie. He deserved whatever come. Like, to be that unhinged. He looked like a pit bull just then that you snatched off that was ready to like go back and get some more. Like, and to just not have no remorse my bad. Like,
and let me say this.
Just
I want
to
to make
go
sure
and prove the chat wrong.
I want to make sure I give this indie promotion some smoke as well, though, Ross, before I get back to Raja, because this indie promotion is so fucking stupid. Here's how stupid. This is why I say I've never been a fan of indies. If I'm gonna market anything, I'm a WWE mark. Ross, this is after the slam. This is after the 23 punches, and they've pulled Raja off. You'll see Raja is in the corner. It's like 3 or 4 wrestlers got him pinned in the corner. They're literally holding him in the corner for their dear life. Watch what happened. Watch what these dummies do for this promotion. Watch this, Ross. The man's unconscious. Are you shitting me? They pinned him. These dumb. Listen, my daughter. Let me let my daughter close her door. These dumb motherfuckers pinned him, Ross. That's why I don't mess with indie promotions, bro.
That's crazy.
They pinned him.
That person right there should get in trouble too.
Like, what are we talking about? Why are you pinning him? The medical report that I read today came out, said that he at one point had flatlined in the ring. They said that the reason being is because he was choking on his own blood and teeth. They said almost half of his teeth in his mouth were knocked out by the punches. So he was gurgling because he was breathing, but he was choking on blood and teeth because he was unconscious.
Oof.
And y'all stupid MFs pinned him just to end the match.
Has there been any charges?
As of right now, I don't see any charges as of yet. Now, here's where that goes down a weird road, Ross. You want to talk about the charges? Let me introduce you to 2 guys who are speaking out against the promotion. So the first guy, do I have it here? Hold on. So there's a guy who pulled him off. Do I have it? I don't know if I have it, Ross. But they're speaking out because they're mad at the people in the promotion. I don't know the name. I'm not even going to give them no props. We'll talk about this promotion in a second and the ramifications. But here's what's going on with them right now. Watch this, Ross.
But the most disgusting thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police. From what I hear, the police were there investigating the scene shortly after Stu was removed, and there has been multiple requests that have gone downstream from upper management to not talk with the police directly if they are contacted, and to only let a certain group of individuals interact with the police. That is extremely dishonest. You guys let your friend almost die, and now you're trying to have people lie for you. And fuck you to every single person who replied to them, yes, sir. You are all weak sacks of shit, and I hope you rot in hell. You are wasting oxygen that other people could be breathing.
I might have to use that too. You wasting oxygen other people can be breathing. So yeah, it's folks in that school. Now here's the kicker. That school, I'm not sure if it's solely owned, but I think it's at least co-owned by former WWE superstar Rikishi.
Oh, Rikishi? Okay.
Father of the Usos. Father of Solo Sikoa.
So hold on.
He wasn't there, but he's.
Why do you think they're encouraging people don't talk to the police? Some illegal going on.
Yeah, I think they want to funnel it all. I think they want to spin it the way they want to spin it. So I don't think they want. Let's say it was 30 guys at the show. I don't think they want 30 guys all telling their version. I think they want, if Ross, if you were the head booker of the show, I think they want to tell guys, hey, talk to Ross, so that Ross talks to the police and gives them one story. Now, that is a bit disingenuous and dishonest because we all have our perspectives, but I think that's the way they're funneling this thing.
But
that's what I'm saying. This
going on behind the scenes to where if the police come, and we know in that industry, we know what if they're supplying drugs, if they're doing something.
Oh, yeah, it could be
behind the scene. because we know in that industry what type of stuff is going on.
Yeah, it's a bad look for that. Apparently, it's some type of wrestling school as well.
There's something going on that they don't want the police to come and get a real. Because think about it. At the end of the day, it's all money and insurance. Something's not insured, or something ain't licensed or regulated the way it should be. It's something going on that they don't want the police to come in and that can of worms to open.
Agreed. And so, I mean, that's why I'm out. So here goes. This is the guy that actually came into the ring, Ross, and pulled Raja off of Psycho's stool. This is the guy. I don't know his name or his gimmick name, but here's the gentleman that actually came into the ring. This is what he had to say.
When we're in the ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a fucking double leg on me, by the way, work a better fucking double leg, you fucking prick. And then I'm telling you to fucking calm down. I'm not even fucking fighting. I'm not even being fucking hostile. Then you're trying to fucking work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you fucking punch me in the fucking eye after we're breaking it up, you fucking loser. That's why you got fucking headbutt, and that's why I fucking punch you, and you're fucking lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt you. The fuck is wrong with you?
So do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
If you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him. He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have took my legs out from under me like he was trying to, he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watched the stream when he's walking away. I'm tired of people fucking with me. I don't care how many times you've been fingered in your life, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you got a fucking problem with the fucking world and the people around you, change your fucking people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some fucking help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever fucking live, your fucking father, use his fucking clout, use his fucking knowledge, and then you want to hurt people that don't fucking train like that? You're a fucking bully.
There you go. So that was his perspective on
That's
it.
the truth, though. That's the truth. I agree with him 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the way, I'm telling you, the way he said it didn't hurt, it's just, then you sat there, you watched the whole, like you came up with a plan, you shook the man hand, people and coming up with the, oh, he gonna run out. You know, people coming up talking to him like you played it off like everything was cool. Then you sat there and you let the chat just eat you away. And you go in there and you just black out, you can see red. And then like the man saying, like he probably would have killed that dude. Like you wasn't like what are you trying to achieve from that? You know what I'm saying? Like what are you trying to? If anything, you should have said, all right, after the fight tonight, I need my fade. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would have been more
right.
Like,
yeah, I mean, that would have been the thing, right? Let's
like
shoot a fair.
Pretended like you were gonna play on. And that's literally like, you know what I'm saying, playing it off and then shooting somebody in the back. That's literally what he did.
And I know people are saying, well, you know, Raja, I know Rampage said it because Rampage has been involved in some wrestling as well, I think in TNA. And people are saying, well, Raja, he don't know that world. But yeah, you're a human being. You know that listen, he's a fighter. When you're a fighter in the UFC, you know that somebody's unconscious, bro. You know that.
You know what that martial arts stuff, anybody who practice martial arts, it all starts with controlling and
discipline.
Inner peace, discipline.
Yeah, discipline, yeah.
It's all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you like he's just it's literally like a just a ticking time bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like anybody, whatever, some could have triggered that. It could have been it could have been something different than that individual situation. It seemed like whatever happened on stream to where he was the butt of a joke or he felt disrespected or anything, because that's the real problem. is he felt like he was disrespected on his stream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was determined to get back on stream. You know, even to still have the camera going after.
Yeah,
like he taking the phone call with his publicist or whoever that is on stream.
It never stopped. The cameras literally. I mean, listen. They said it was the longest continuous stream in kick history, I believe. So, you know, that's the thing with this. Here's the sad part, Ross. The sad part is this is the most publicity that kick and that indie wrestling promotion have gotten. So while this is crazy and sad, I promise you, deep down, both entities are kind of low-key happy because everybody's saying the name Kick and everybody's referencing this indie promotion. I wouldn't be surprised, Ross. I promise you, I would not be surprised. Maybe not right away, maybe 6 months to a year, if you don't see Rajah Jackson come in as the biggest heel in indie wrestling.
Stop it.
I'm just telling you. I know for a fact that there are going to be indie wrestling promotions out there that will give him a bag to come in. They might not even want him to do anything physical, but just for him to show up and get heat from the crowd. Because he going to get nuclear heat. He's going to get...
Hey, Vince McMahon ain't here, man.
You know, Vince was crazy because Vince would play up the whole Muslim angle. Like after 9/11, Vince had some Muslims come out doing some wild, you know what I'm saying? So like Vince don't care, you know what I'm saying? He would like when we was beefing with the Russians, he had Russian tag team going crazy. So you know, like they play that shit up in wrestling. So I actually just wouldn't be surprised. But that AJ Mana guy, the cowboy character, he needs a lot of smoke in this. I think people are leaving him out, and I think that he had a lot to do with it because that's who invited Rajah Jackson there. And he's also the one who kind of put the battery in his back on some go get your receipt, rock it. And if they got a problem with it, I'll come out there. It's like, all right, motherfucker.
They probably gonna catch him. They probably gonna catch him.
Yeah. But and again, I got a problem with the promotion as well. I got a problem with everything involved, man. These indie promotions are just, they can be very, very problematic. So just to put a bow on it, man, I think this whole thing is a messed up situation. It's a stain on wrestling. All my homeboys, they always mess with me because they know how much I mess with wrestling heavy. And so they'll send me clips that'll go viral on the internet of like some idiot jumping onto a flaming table in a high school gym in front of 17 people. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, you watch this shit? And I'll be like, no. No, actually, I don't watch that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But I understand.
I went to school with the Dudley boys' son. They had
twins. Word.
Yeah, they from my crib. The Devon Dudley.
That's funny.
Devon.
Shout out to Devon. Get the tables.
See, I come from the era of WCW. We was watching.
Florida was a WCW territory. Agree. Atlanta, that whole South. The SEC is WCW country.
Oh, okay.
From Atlanta, because their headquarters was Atlanta because of Ted Turner and TNT. So that's their headquarters is in Atlanta. Okay. So WCW is all the SEC country. They used to run all that. Yeah.
See, WCW, they used to have the crazy, blood. It was a little extra you know what I'm saying, gory.
Yeah, WCW, even back before that, the NWA, the NWA, you know what I'm saying, WCW kind of absorbed that, but the NWA, WCW, that was always looked at as the more like realistic wrestling, right? That was the wrestling. That's wrestling, right? WWE, WWF was always more entertainment. Even back in the 80s, like WWF was more entertainment. They had Coco Beware coming out with a goddamn bird. You got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat coming out with a damn Komodo dragon. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got like everybody's a character. They were selling ice cream bars and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
WCW and the NWA, you got motherfuckers bleeding everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about Devon Dudley's head is all scarred up and cut up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they gave it up.
And then the girls was a little bit more raunchy over there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It was
the fans might be flashing the you know what I'm saying? I remember that back in the day.
No, facts. Facts. All right, man. All right, that's enough of that. Let's move on. Crazy situation. We'll see what comes of that.
Jackson, I gotta be honest, man. My boy hit it on the head. You waste the oxygen, my brother.
I mean, I don't always say I don't want nobody to go to jail, right? But I don't know what's gonna happen, right? Because that's a crazy situation. It's a crazy situation. And me and Rampage, I never met him personally, but I'll tell you off stream. I'll put it that way. Shout out to Rampage. No disrespect. Shout out to Rampage. Nah, he from Memphis. He a Memphis dude.
Yeah, he from Memphis.
But you know, we'll talk off stream. We'll talk off stream. I won't even say we'll talk off stream. I don't even want to put nothing out there right now because people will take it. And yeah, we'll talk off stream. But shout out. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm a man like he a man, right?
Right.
But let's move on. Before we get Ross to, because we're gonna go to this ludicrous CBS list. And shout out to everybody out there, man. Tell me what y'all think about this Rajah Jackson thing. My final thing on it, Ross, I think the promotion that school is crazy for how they handled it. They pinned that man when he was down. They did not get Rajah Jackson off of him. I think Rajah got riled up by that chat and trying to go viral on Kick. You talked about it. His dad talks crazy to him on the streams. Like he's always the butt of the jokes, right? On the stream. They're playing in weird spaces. You brought up a really good point. They're doing stuff that's kind of a little bit overtly sexual with these women, right? Which can always be weird. I'm not trying to say nothing crazy, but if you go back and watch some Rampage interviews, he has a history of like weird interviews with women interviewing him. I'm just gonna put it there. Y'all can do your Googles and your YouTubes yourself.
He's a little upfront. We'll just say it like that.
Yeah, I'm not calling the dogs on nobody. So let us know what y'all think, man. But here's something that I think we can both agree on, Ross. We might have to come up with a segment, the pause segment of the week or something. Did you see this new Lil Bow Wow video? I guess he's just Bow Wow now.
Whoa, bro. Bro, you saw that?
Let's play this for the people.
Bro, I was watching this. This is crazy.
Hold on. Damn, hold on. My damn computer.
And the crazy thing is, Bow Wow kind of was sliding on the song. But this
hold on. This is hold on. Here we go. Nigga.
So I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Everybody in the background, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt is playing.
Bruh, I promise you on my life, Ross, I've only seen that with male and females. Taking the blunt out your mouth like that.
Let's see. Because you know he hit the blunt and then he put it back in his mouth. Watch.
You know that I'm a dog and I'm gonna chase the cat.
Okay.
Oh, my dude stopped it. Yeah, he stopped. Listen, this is OD though. Taking the blunt out of a nigga mouth and listen, dude, that's diabolical. I ain't gonna hold you, Ross.
You know that I'm a dog and
that's diabolical.
Where in your video was it like, okay, I'm gonna have a nigga smoking right here and I'm gonna grab the blunt out of his mouth? Like, whoa. Yeah, right. That might have been the coming out right there. That might have been like, let me throw a little.
You know what's funny? Have you ever seen the movie The Mac? That's an old movie. That's a 70s movie. It's a classic, but it's a 70s movie.
I heard of it.
Okay, let me see. Can I find the clip from The Mac? Because
here's
what's
going to be. That's what Goldie in.
Yeah.
I know a little song now.
Hold on. Let me play this clip. I just thought about this. Hold on.
I think that's the coming out for Bow Wow, right?
Hold on, no, but nah. Hold on. This reminds me of The Mac. Hold on, watch this. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, I got it, Ross. Oh, we finna get into it. Watch this, Ross. This finna throw you off right here, because I'm gonna tell you where they got this foolishness from. This is a scene from the Mac right here. This is when Goldie gets chose, right? This is the famous scene where Goldie is knocking old boy broad, right? She chose Goldie, right? Watch what she do, Ross. Watch what she do, Ross. Talk to me.
Then I choose you. Be cool, baby, okay?
What she do, Ross?
Hey, bitch, come here.
She take that shit out of his mouth and take a puff. That's what women. That's a female move. When you hitting the joint and the female take the, yeah, that's some female shit.
Go back one more time.
She's saying I choose you.
Go back one more time, bro.
Hold on, let me go back. His bottom be getting knocked right here, man. We live right now, man. Y'all his bottom be getting knocked. That ain't no pause. That nigga tripping.
I thought you said his bottom be getting knocked.
No, I said his bottom bitch getting knocked. Yeah, no, my bad. No. He's slipping in his bitch.
I was about to say,
no, I ain't talking about bow. I'm talking about his bottom bitch getting knocked. Here we go.
Then I choose you.
That's for sure.
Be cool, baby, okay?
That's how the song I choose you. Yeah, she said, what a girl got to do to get. Hold on, let's bring it back. Fuck, we might get a strike, but fuck it. Let's go.
Then I choose you.
Oh, let me bring it back further.
Does everyone need an audition to get with you? You ain't got to go through all that shit. Then I choose you.
There you go. She chose. God damn it. She said, "Do
everybody see the Bow Wow video one more time? The Bow Wow video one more time."
You want to? Yeah. It looked very similar, Ross. It looked very similar, Ross.
He walked up and looked that nigga in the eyes like that.
Somebody choosing.
You know that I'm a dog and I'm gonna chase the cat.
He sound like he choosing. It sound like there's some choosing going on, Bow.
No, that's pause.
It sound like there's some choosing going on. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Hold on, Bow Wow.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about, man. Y'all can always tap into the chat. What y'all think about the Rajah Jackson situation? We just covered that. Rewind it back. Look at what we was talking about. We covered the whole thing. A lot of videos. I think AJ Mana, the guy in the cowboy hat, he got to get a lot of admonishment in this. People are not giving him as much smoke as he deserves. But go ahead, Ross.
Oh man, nah, that Bow Wow thing is crazy.
No, that Bow Wow thing is diabolical.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's tripping with himself.
And he a short dude. You out there reaching up to grab the blunt out of bro mouth. You had to pick out which homie is gonna play the guy who's I take the blunt out of his mouth. Like, just imagine when we go into the video shoot, like you gotta pick. All right, I'm gonna take the blunt out of your mouth. You come stand right here. Like what? And then shout out to the homie that's let him take the blunt out the mouth.
No, like, don't shout that. Yeah, we're not shouting that. No, hey, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah.
Which homie is finna sit there and my role in the video is to stand here and let you grab the blunt out my mouth.
Nah, we ain't doing that, Ross. We ain't shouting him out. We ain't gonna do that on
this.
That's
how you know he paused. That's how you know.
That's crazy. All right, let's move on quickly. Let's go to this list. CBS just put out a bullshit list, Ross. They wanted to do a top 25 of the 21st century. So that started in the year 2000, January 1st, 2000 until today. So it's not taking into account anything you've done prior to January 1st, 2000. Now, the first thing I want to say to you, Ross, is am I right or am I wrong that in that time frame, Kobe Bryant won 5 championships?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure, like with my timeline, right? And Shaq won 4, right? In that time frame. And Duncan won 4 in that time frame, right? No.
Right.
Duncan won 3. No, Duncan won 3.
4.
No. Duncan won 4. Yeah, 4 because he won 1 in '99 and then he won 4 more. Because he got 5 like Kobe. So Duncan won 4. So Kobe won 5. Duncan won 4. Shaq won 4 in that time frame.
MVP.
We good. Duncan won, I think. Does he have? He got 2. How many MVPs did Duncan have?
I think 2.
He got at least 2. So he got 2 MVPs in that time frame as well. And he's universally acknowledged as the greatest power forward of all time. Can we all agree with that?
Right.
And he came into the league in 1990. Kobe came in 96. He came in 97, I believe.
And I think
Duncan did.
I think Duncan came in 99. Won his rookie year.
Nah, he came the year after Kobe, didn't he?
I got it right here. 99.
He was drafted in 99? When did he get drafted?
Tim Duncan. He got drafted in 99. Oh, no, 97, 98. You're right.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
99 was the lockout.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he got drafted. I knew he got drafted the year after Kobe.
98.
Yeah, so he got drafted in 97. They won it in 99. So they're not counting his 99 chip, which is super impressive because he's a super young player. He gets the MVP and he's the cat. Now, it is a shortened season chip. They're playing an 8th seed New York Knicks team, but that Knicks team had a good squad. Marcus Camby, Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, Allen Houston. The point guard is your man. Well, he's not your man. He's from Florida State. Charlie Ward is the point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some gritty dogs on that team. Patrick Ewing is technically on the team, but he's banged up. But I'm saying that to say this list is insane, Ross.
Tim Duncan, I just looked, though. Tim Duncan, 15-time All-NBA, 15-time All-Defensive Team. Crazy.
And where do they have him on this list, Ross? They got him number 3 behind Stephen Curry.
Steph shouldn't be number 2?
No, hell no.
So who should be number 2?
Tim Duncan or Kobe Bean Bryant. That's the only logical argument that I would have is Duncan or Kobe should be number 2.
I don't see why Joker.
They got Kobe way down at number 6.
See, I think that's disrespectful for Kobe to be behind Joker.
But Joker got 3 MVPs though, Ross. That's tough.
That's cool, but 5 rings, 3 MVPs.
Oh no, I'm with you. No, you get no arguments for me. I'm just telling you, I think that's why he got the nod because of the MVPs.
But I'm saying, golly, that
Kobe made 7 finals appearances. 7. He won 5 chips, went to the finals 7 times in his career.
Yeah, me personally, I think Steph is cool at 2.
Over Kobe?
I wouldn't be mad if
Hold on. Over Kobe?
Okay, I'm gonna just say LeBron is number 1. Okay,
agreed.
2, 3, 4, 5. I think my 2, 3, 4, 5, you can interchange them however you want, would have been Duncan, Shaq, Kobe, and KD. No,
so
would have
now
been.
You taking Steph out.
Hold on. Steph, Duncan. Okay, I'm going Bron 1. I would probably put Duncan at 2. And then Steph, Shaq, Kobe, and KD, I would interchange them however you want to do it. I wouldn't be mad if KD was the last one on there because of rings. But I feel like if you had to do tiers within that list, I think obviously LeBron is of his own ilk. I think the second tier would be Tim Duncan, Steph. I think the third tier would be
But like, how does Steph get this much credit from you, Ross? I'm so confused. What did Steph do? Because like clearly, because you're saying
changed everything. He changed everything.
Fuck changing stuff. That don't mean nothing. Iverson changed the game, Iverson changed the game, and he's way down at 20. So I don't care about what you change.
Iverson didn't change the game in the winning, while winning.
Neither did Steph.
Yes, he did.
No, Kevin Durant came to the team. Listen, me and Pat.
Well, that's why I said he should be up there too.
Me and Pat Bev agree on one thing, and that's how Steph Curry won his chips. First chip, the Cavaliers were hurt. The next 2 chips, thank God for Kevin Durant. The 4th chip, you got a young-ass Celtics team and Jason Tatum who's in his own head.
It don't matter.
It do matter. No. We're not gonna do that.
Because y'all
we're not doing that.
Yes, it does, because in that same category, y'all ain't gonna say when LeBron beat Miami Heat in the bubble, y'all say that counts. So you can't say Steph.
Why would it not count? Hold on. Why would that not count?
Okay.
Was anybody hurt on Miami team?
Listen, the young
the Miami team was perfectly healthy. That's how Jimmy Butler got his reputation. Jimmy got his reputation from the bubble. Stop this stuff.
Roy, it was Jimmy Butler with a bunch of undrafted guys. Duncan Robinson was undrafted. Strus was undrafted. It was all those undrafted guys. Dave Vincent plays with LeBron right now.
Where did playoff Jimmy start? Where did
that same Miami team lost to Denver? That same Miami team.
Where did playoff Jimmy start?
That same Miami team we saw lose 4-1. That same Miami team, a better Miami team, lost 4-1 to Denver. They can't beat nobody in the West. They can't. They're not good enough. They look bad. It wasn't just y'all. They look bad against Denver. Steph beat Boston. That Boston team was way better than Miami.
Stop that. You don't believe that, Ross. I'm not going to let you say that because I know you don't believe it. I got too much respect for you, Ross, to let you make that statement. I got too much respect for your basketball acumen to let you make that statement. I can't let you do it. That's crazy.
No, I'm saying you can't sit here and try to diminish rings when
I'm not diminishing rings. I'm just putting them in perspective. I'm just putting them in perspective, Ross. All I'm doing is putting them in perspective.
You can't put in perspective 4 different championships. It's 4.
I just did.
You can't put 4. Ross, you can put 1.
Ross, the man won 4 chips. In the first 3, he didn't win the MVP of the finals. Don't talk to me like he was the catalyst. Stop this. Come on. Are you telling me KD shouldn't have been the MVP of the 2?
So that's the same argument for Shaq and Kobe.
I know, but hold on. Here's the difference. Kobe got 2 finals MVPs, not 1. And Kobe played in 7 NBA finals.
How many MVPs Kobe got?
Well, see, now we're going back. You just told me a minute ago with Jokic that MVPs, you were throwing it out with Jokic a minute ago. Now you were going back to MVP. Because if we're going MVPs, Steve Nash on this list got to be higher now because Steve Nash is down at.
He's very high.
Steve Nash is at 14. He got 2 MVPs.
Right, but stats-wise, Steve. Well, I think Steve. Let's talk about
Chris
the list.
Paul is above Steve Nash.
Okay, let's talk about the list. For me personally, I think Joker has to go down a couple slots. I think Giannis should be right there with KG and Dirk ending off the top 10. I think KD should go up. Chris Paul, absolutely too high for me. Steve Nash.
Give me your top 10. Let's start there. Just give me your 2. Who would you put in your top 10 on this list? That's here.
Bron. We go Bron, Duncan, Shaq, Steph, Kobe, KD,
That's 5.
Joker, Giannis,
That's 7.
KG.
8.
Who I ain't saying in this? Okay,
Dirk
KG,
Nowitzki.
Dirt. I'm gonna go. Dwayne Wade.
Maybe I missed somebody. Maybe you did. I think you did name it because you said LeBron, you said Steph, you said Duncan, Jokic. So maybe I missed somebody. So okay.
Yeah, so that's about 10.
So you would leave Dirk at 10.
Yeah, I think that's about. I would put D Wade over Dirk. I say Dwayne Wade then Dirk.
So you don't. So again, you don't care at all about league MVPs.
Well,
Dirk
it's
got a league MVP,
but it's one MVP, one championship. So I'm like I could see if you won 3, then I get it. But you know, 1 and
how
1.
many Finals MVPs does D Wade have? 1.
Right. He got 1 Finals MVP.
That's it.
He beat Dirk head to head when
and then Dirk beat him with a better team when he had a better team.
Right. So you know what I'm saying, and then Dwayne Wade won 2 more rings. You know, you look at
thank God for LeBron
Wade's
James.
career. You look at Dwayne Wade's career. I'm saying, even though it wasn't as long as Dirk, I think, you know, at his prime, I'm taking D Wade over Dirk.
No, give me Dirk. I think I like their top 10
for the long run.
Yeah, I actually like their top. I like their. I'm not mad at their top 10. I would definitely change it all up. Steph Curry for me would at best be 10. At best, he's 10. LeBron stays 1. I got Kobe 2. I got Duncan 3. I got Shaq 4. I think the top 4 for me. I don't know how you go anything different than that, because in that span, that's Shaq winning. Like 2000, Shaq is the most dominant Shaq that we've ever seen. Like he don't got the MVPs,
but I guess they're saying since 2000.
But that's the most dominant Shaq, though. That's the most dominant Shaq. Like that Orlando Shaq.
It was kind of short-lived though, because you really had Shaq at his peak from like 2000.
He wins 4 championships. What do you mean it was short-lived? He won 4 chips. What the fuck you talking about? Short-lived.
Right, but then you got 20 years. You know, I think if you're going from 90 to 2005, then it's clear Shaq. But I think
I understand what you're saying, but for me, Jokic is 5 on this list. Bron's clearly 1. For me, Kobe's 2, Duncan's 3, Shaq's 4, Jokic is 5.
Okay,
At 6, I would take KG. 7, give me Dirk. 8, give me Giannis.
Okay, let me ask, why are you taking all them people over Kevin Durant?
Why am I taking who did I take over? So you questioning my top 5 over Kevin Durant?
No, you said.
Oh, your question is.
You said KG,
KG and Dirk.
KG, Giannis, and Dirk. Why are you taking them over Kevin Durant?
Because all 3 of those guys took their team and won a championship as the lead dog without going to a 73-10 team. I mean, a 73-9 or 70. What the fuck are these breaks? 73-9 team. That's why. That's why I'm taking all of them over KG.
But
they all won a chip. They all won a chip as KG went to Boston, but we understand what happened there. He was the defensive player of the year. He won an MVP, right? We understand like what KG did when he got to Boston. Dirk beat the Heatles, and we saw Giannis put up a 50 ball in a game 7 of the finals. So I'm taking that.
And I'm just told me back-to-back chips, KD winning that was
on a 73-9 team that he went to.
And he went to that team and was the best player.
I agree. That's why I got Steph at number 10, maybe outside of the top 10, because he went over there with the best player. I agree.
How could you knock him when you compare him to like Giannis and Dirk? He's in years. KD's in what, 16 years, 16, averaging 27.
Here's the problem, Ross. Here's the problem, Ross. He's nowhere near the defender of Giannis or KG. So let's not even have that conversation. He's nowhere near the defender. Dirk is again, the only reason I give Dirk the nod is because he beat the Heatles with the Mavericks team. That's the only reason that's my only thing for giving Dirk the nod. That's the only reason why. Now you can blame LeBron for that, you can blame D Wade for that, but that's the only reason I'm giving Dirk the nod. Because when Kevin Durant went against LeBron with his original team, he lost in 5 games.
But they was young.
Okay, so now so when I say the Celtics were young when the Warriors beat them, you told me I can't make excuses for chips. See how
but that Celtics team was still better than that Miami team that was young.
Ross.
That Miami team was young with a bunch of undrafted guys.
Here's what I'm not gonna let
and
you
all
do,
those
bro.
guys left and didn't do nothing since.
See,
Duncan Robinson gone, Strus gone, Gabe Vincent couldn't play a minute for your Lakers. What are you talking about?
Unlike Psycho T's friends at that wrestling show, I'm actually your real friend, Ross. Right? I've known Ross, ladies and gentlemen out there watching the show. I've known Ross for how long we know it? About 4 years, maybe about 4 years, 5 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So I ain't saying I go back to the sandbox with Ross, but I'm Ross's true. I'm gonna tell you why I consider myself a true friend to Ross. Because I'm not gonna let Ross do this to himself. That's what a friend does. I'm not gonna let you do this, Ross, because what you're doing is insane. You're sitting here saying, right, that first you said winning a chip, oh, it don't matter. You won the chip. You can't do. Now all of a sudden you want to talk to me about nuance. No. Then you want to say on top of that, right, that somehow the Boston Celtics were better than that Thunder team? Stop, Ross. I'm not going to I refuse to let you do that, Ross. I'm not going to let you do that to yourself.
I'm not saying that Thunder team. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm talking about, okay, to your point, to Steph Curry. I'm addressing your Steph Curry hate. To your Steph. Okay. He won a ring before KD got there.
Against a depleted Cleveland Cavaliers team, agreed.
Okay, he
was being guarded by Matthew Dellavedova. Stop.
And he was doing a damn good job. Okay, you want to put an asterisk next to that one? That's fine. KD comes
and wins 2 Finals MVPs.
They go to 3 in a row. They all get hurt in the third one. What would have been a 3-peat, but
agreed.
They win 2.
Yes,
but they win 2.
Yes.
Okay. KD leaves. They go from being a whatever seed, not a favorite, and they go and win the chip years later with Steph Curry around the time when you're suggesting that he's gonna fall off any day now.
I wasn't saying that at the time.
You've been saying that in the last 3 seasons.
He wasn't even on air at that time, bro. You made that up. See, Ross made that up, ladies and gentlemen.
So the fall off ain't coming nowhere.
Ross made that up. He made that up.
I'm saying they went from being the worst team in the league. Nobody ain't picked them to win the chip, and then they won the chip backed by Steph Curry. He had great playoff moments. They beat Boston. I'm pretty sure when that series was announced, you more than likely, me knowing what, since I'm your real friend, like you say, I'm pretty sure you picked Boston that series.
Here's the deal. First, let me go back and give you some context. First of all, you said they went from a bottom seed to playing in the chip. So let's discuss. Why were they a bottom seed? They were a bottom seed because
he was hurt.
No. Steph wasn't hurt. Klay Thompson was hurt. See, y'all keep leaving Klay Thompson out of all these conversations.
Don't do that. I love Klay.
No, but I'm the first person to say his name. You ain't said his name once. I just brought up his name. Y'all leave Klay Thompson out like y'all look at Klay Thompson like he was John Paxson or Steve Kerr.
No.
See, I know that. First of all, shout out to him and his taste in women, because right now he laid up with Megan Thee Stallion. So kudos.
I look at Klay like Scottie Pippen.
No, you don't, because you didn't even bring. No, you don't got no respect for Pippen, so that's bad too. You don't respect Pippen. You think
Clay
Jordan did it by himself, so that's
Clay was
bad work.
Great defense. I think Clay was that dude.
Clay, had it not been for Clay, Kevin Durant doesn't even come to Golden State, because Clay saved everybody's ass in that game 6 against OKC when he went crazy, right? Clay saved everybody's ass. So had it not been for, so Clay is the one who gets hurt. And because if Clay doesn't get hurt against Toronto, he's probably going to win the finals MVP. He gets hurt, and then he's out the subsequent year. And somehow, even though they got Steph Curry, who's a Hall of Famer, and Draymond, who's a Hall of Famer, somehow they end up with the 2nd overall pick in the draft. Go figure that shit. I don't know how that. I've never seen LeBron get a 2nd overall pick when him and another Hall of Famer was healthy. I've never seen it ever in life. Ever. Kobe never got a big pick when him and another Hall of Famer were healthy. I've never seen it ever. Ever in life. But Steph Curry was healthy. Draymond.
Hold on. Be careful. Be careful now. We're going to fact check that. We're going to fact check that.
You can fact check.
LeBron has had some bad records with the Lakers.
Who did?
LeBron.
Yeah, but that was before he got Anthony Davis. That was when he had Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and all those clowns.
You said with a 2nd Hall of Famer. Now, Dwight Howard was on some of them teams.
Stop. Dwight Howard couldn't play at that time. He had the bad back. Stop.
Hall of Fame.
Kobe Bryant got Dwight. Kobe Bryant didn't want Dwight Howard 5 years earlier.
You saying Draymond Green.
But is Draymond not a
Hall of Famer? Is a Hall of Famer.
Stop, Ross. See, now you're not being intellectually honest right now, Ross.
No, because
you're not being intellectually honest.
You said Steph Curry and Draymond Green. You consider them like he's the 2nd scoring option or something, like he finished.
No, I'm saying he's a Hall of Famer.
But I'm saying,
okay, let me ask you a question.
He's a Hall of Famer because he played with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Ross. If Scottie Pippen would have gotten hurt, but it was Pippen and the rest of the team with Rodman. I'm sorry, it was Jordan and Rodman and the rest of the team. Would you? And they made the finals. Would you be? I'm sorry, not made the finals, but like they started the season no Pippen, but we still got Jordan, we still got Dennis Rodman. Would they be picking 2nd in the draft?
No.
That's my point.
Right, but it's different. Like Scottie Pippen is.
I know it's different, which is why I got Steph Curry down at 10 or 11.
Whether he played for Chicago or any other team. Draymond is a Hall of Famer because of Steph Curry. He's just the greatest at setting the screen and beating up people and playing defense where Steph like come on now, stop it. So you can't really use that.
Listen, I'm not even saying you're wrong on that, right? Because I think Draymond went to the perfect team, but I think they both complement each other perfectly, though. I don't know if Steph becomes Steph without Draymond. I don't know if Steph was damn near out of the fucking league at first. You think Steph becomes Steph with your man from Florida?
Even if
what's your man from Florida that was over there at first? White boy.
Joe Kim?
No.
David Lee.
You think he becomes Steph with David Lee over there? You think he becomes this? Stop.
David Lee was an all-star.
No. So was Draymond. But do you think that Draymond and David Lee, you think that David Lee does what Draymond does?
If Golden State moved on and Steph and chose Monte Ellis and Steph end up in Miami or somewhere,
he's a better player than Monte. Let's leave Monte out of this.
No, I'm saying if Golden State they had a decision, they would have chose Monte and moved on from Steph. He still would have went on to Ben Steph wherever he would have landed.
I totally disagree with that. Because Ross, he had to be, first of all, when they let go of Monte, he had a coach that came in named Mark Jackson that allowed him and Clay to play their games. We don't know that he would have went somewhere and they would allow him to play that style.
I feel you act like these niggas ain't Roy. The man is shooting 95 out of 100 from
Ross,
three practice.
he was in the league way before that and wasn't doing none of that. He was getting ready to get ran out of the league. Why you think
He
him and
just
Monte
couldn't
was an
stay
argument?
healthy. He just couldn't stay healthy.
That's a skill. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't stay healthy, I can't keep you on my
I'm
team.
saying, at any point when his ankles healed up and he was on the court, he was going to end up being Steph because he shot the ball that damn good. He shot the ball. That was the reason. Listen, that was the reason.
Let me give you an example, though, Ross, and you'll respect this example. Because with your logic, right, I could say, well, hey, man, had they traded Chris Paul earlier to the Lakers, they would have won a chip. But me and you both know that Chris Paul had health issues his entire career come postseason. So we can't just take moving somebody somewhere else and saying this is what's going to happen. We don't know because, like, it could have persisted or it could have stopped when he got to LA. Chris Paul could have got to LA and had no more health issues. We don't know. Is what I'm telling you. We don't know. We don't know. Had he got to the Lakers, maybe it's a better staff over there, and he don't get those hamstring injuries that he got in Houston when the Rockets should have beat the Warriors with KD had he not gotten hurt. That's all I'm saying. So we can't just do that.
Why they should have beat the Warriors?
They were up in the series. What do you mean why they should? They were up in the series, and then Chris Paul got injured. They were winning this. You do understand they were up 3-2.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so let's not act weird. Like what you mean?
James Harden was going crazy. It wasn't Chris Paul.
Okay, so you think Chris Paul getting injured didn't mean nothing then? So him getting hurt, this was
of course it did because of the way they set up their roster. The way they set up their roster, it was so top heavy that you needed Chris Paul. Because if I'm not mistaken,
that's my point.
Behind Chris Paul, it was just Eric Gordon shooting a bunch of threes. You know what I'm saying? So you need it. But Chris Paul wasn't just lighting it up that playoff series. Like,
stop, man. Chris Paul hit the shimmy on Steph in his face. Give you the shimmy, nigga. Fuck out of here. Pause. Yeah.
Stop.
You gonna stop this? First of all, let's go back to the list because you're gonna stop disrespecting Chris Paul. They got Chris Paul number 12 on this goddamn list. Put this list back up.
Wrong.
He got Chris Paul number 12 on his list.
Wrong.
Above Kawhi, James Harden, Dwight Howard, Steve Nash.
Chris Paul over Kawhi is crazy.
Kawhi is way too high.
Chris Paul over James Harden is crazy. I think.
How?
Dwight Howard gets disrespected on this list.
I would put Dwight Howard over James Harden and Kawhi.
I'm putting Dwight Howard over Chris Paul.
Hold on, let me look.
Jason Tatum might be the most disrespected person on the list.
No, he's not. Hell no. Hell no, he's not. Hell no. That's a perfect spot for him.
No, look at what he's achieved this early.
What has he achieved, Ross? A bunch of first-team All-NBAs? Dame Lillard got that too.
So why is Luka 16 and Tatum 23?
Because Tatum has, first of all, Luka, right? I think they got the same amount of first-team All-NBAs. Am I incorrect on that? I think they got,
Tatum's played in more finals. Tatum's won a finals. Tatum,
but Luka has finished higher in MVP voting than Jason Tatum has ever finished in multiple years.
But we already said, like, they'll never vote for him MVP just because he's too quiet.
No, they'll never vote for him for MVP because he doesn't deserve it. That's why. You think Jason Tatum deserves MVP votes? What are you talking about, Ross?
2 years ago when they won, how not?
You talking about the finals MVP or the league MVP?
When they won, he had a case to be an MVP.
I'm saying for the finals or the league.
League MVP.
Oh yeah, you smoking drugs. Yeah, you tripping. Stop,
bro.
I'm not gonna let you do this. Stop. He didn't have an argument. In what year?
When they won the ring.
So what about them winning the ring? You got Jokic out here averaging like a 30-point damn near triple-double. Who how the hell is he gonna be? You got
So he finished fourth in MVP last year.
Outside of the top three. Get out of there.
So 2 years ago, he averaged 30, 39 and 7. 39
Who
and
MVP
6.
to? Now tell the people who he lost the MVP to.
Embiid won that year. Jokic came second. Giannis came third.
So he wasn't even top 3.
He was fourth. Embiid averaged 33 and 10. That's pretty damn good.
Goddamn right it is.
But I'm saying, like, Tatum's in that. He's in that ilk. Like he's there. If you look at what he's done in his first.
Who would you? Okay, so he's at 23. Who would you put him over? Not going with your list, just like of what's up here. Where would you put him right now? Just based on this list, where would you put him?
Jason Tatum's had a better career than Damian Lillard.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
I love Allen Iverson over Allen Iverson. I love T-Mac. Everybody know how I feel about T-Mac. He should definitely be over 20 through 22.
So where would you put him? 18, 19?
I think Anthony Davis should be a little higher. Dwight should be a little higher. I'm putting Tatum. He had to go somewhere in that 15, 16, 17 to me. I think Dwight and AD should be up there with them.
So who goes?
I would go ahead and flop 15, 16, 17 with 18, 19 and Tatum.
So you would take Jason. I think Jason Kidd is actually too low, personally. I would put Jason Kidd above Kawhi Leonard, personally. But you know what? Let me take that back because I forget, because Jason Kidd, I think, came into the league in 1994. 1994. So I got to keep reminding myself, this is from 2000.
Kidd took the Nets back-to-back finals. Then he dug back and went and won the finals.
Yes. And he got a bunch of all NBAs and all defense teams.
I'm putting Kidd over Chris Paul for sure.
Well, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Chris Paul got like. So he took the New Jersey Nets, a sorry franchise.
No. So he went to so Jason Kidd went to 3 finals, right? 2 as a lead dog, 1 as a spare part.
Right. And who was
Chris Paul?
Who was his Hall of Famer that he was paired with in New Jersey? Kenyon Martin ain't going to Hall of Fame no time soon. Neither is Richard Jefferson.
No, I agree. The East was whoa, slow down. He had a Hall of Famer by the name of Dikembe Mutombo. Stop this stuff.
Man,
stop this stuff. Oh, now we don't care about Dikembe Mutombo. Okay, there we go. See,
I don't
this is
think
weird.
Mutombo was on the team. I don't think Mutombo was on the team. That was Jason Collins back then.
I mean, he was there too. I mean, shout out to the LGBTQ. But but I agree with you that like the East was much weaker. Was a much weaker conference, but he had some good players. He had Kerry Kittles over there. He had, like you said, he had the first go around. I think he had Kerry Kittles. He had Kenyon Martin. He had who else?
I got it right here.
Okay, go ahead.
So it was let me pull up my stats.
Was Van Horn on that team?
Yeah. So it was Jason Kidd,
Jason Williams.
The lead scorer was actually Kenyon. So Kenyon averaged Jason Kidd was putting up some numbers. Jason Kidd averaged 15, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds with 2 steals.
Yeah.
Kenyon was averaging 15, 5 with 2 blocks and a steal and a half. So Kenyon was a dog defensively, ain't getting no defensive teams. Jason Kidd was first team all NBA, first team all. Then you had Kerry Kittles giving you 13. You had Keith Van Horn giving you 14. You had Richard Jefferson giving you 9. Todd McCullough giving you 10. Lucius Harris, that's a name. Lucius Harris was
shout out to Lucius.
Nah, you remember Lucius Harris? That's crazy. I remember just because of that name, that click.
Yeah.
I would have never remembered that. Jason Collins and Aaron Williams. Oh, Brian Scalabrine. Shout out Brian Scalabrine. But
White Mamba.
Not a real crazy.
I agree with you.
So Kidd went to back-to-back finals with them, playing against the Lakers, that stacked team. So we got to go back and look at the Lakers. And now that we know it was a lot of cheating going on for the late.
Oh,
like,
stop.
Y'all's three-peat got to be investigated.
No, it don't. You know what you just, based on what you just told me, now I got to move Jason Kidd from 17 to probably 13 now.
Yeah, he got to go up. Jason Kidd got to go over Chris Paul.
No.
So I'm looking, even if you look and you say the Eastern Conference was weak, okay,
Yes.
first round, in 6, they beat the Indiana Pacers. That was around the time when the Pacers was actually good. That was Ron Artest, Reggie Miller, Jermaine O'Neal, Jamal Tennessee, Jalen Rose. They was actually
although they was all kind of maybe getting a little long in the tooth, but yeah. Well,
but that was
Reggie was long in the tooth. But I'm saying Reggie is long in the tooth, and the other young boys are just not ready yet. Is what I'm saying at that time.
That's when they was getting going because if you
Agreed.
remember,
I agree.
Going
Yes.
into the Madison Palace, that was supposed to be their year.
So what year is that you talking about? What year is that?
This is 02. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see
So
what
the Pacers have made the finals already with Reggie and them boy when they lost to the Lakers. But go ahead.
So they were So that was a big scene. They beat Baron Davis and the Hornets second round 4-1.
That was a bad team. That wasn't that good of a team.
And in the Eastern Conference Finals, they beat Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker.
Yeah, see, that's all they had though. But Boston, all they had was Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. That was it. Shout out to Dana Barros, but that was all.
So Jason Kidd, you got to give him credit on what he was able to achieve. I think with a little less. And
I agree. I think
towards the end of his career, I even remember that USA team with all them guys after they went and got whooped. Like they needed
team had Jason Kidd. Yeah,
it changed when they brought him in. They brought him in last. Remember, it was him and Kobe.
Yep, I agree. Listen, you get no disagreement from me.
Yeah, I think Tatum gets disrespected though, and Shea, come on, pump your horse. Shea is on there already.
Well, Ross, he got an MVP and a chip, so he got to be over Westbrook because Westbrook just got one MVP and a finals appearance. He got an MVP and a chip, so he got to be over Westbrook. No,
but I'm saying
he probably has more first team. I mean, listen, how many first teams does Westbrook have? Westbrook ain't got no all defensive teams, and he probably got as many first teams.
Okay, this is top 25 players of the 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some of the guys that you don't see on the list who maybe you thought you would see on the list?
Let me look. Some of these guys' careers started so early, so I see T-Mac. Maybe McGrady. I'm sorry, McGrady. Maybe Vince Carter, but he was a little early though.
I was going to say Vince Carter.
Maybe
Paul Pierce is one. That's disrespectful.
Paul Pierce, he came out with Kobe in '96.
But like the 2000s, you look at. So I'm looking. You look at from 2000 probably to 2012. Paul Pierce was in that top shooting guard.
I'm gonna give you a name that could potentially make. Well, no, but see, this is
Clay could be on that list.
In front of who though?
Clay or Dame?
Dame got a bunch of first team All NBAs. He got a bunch of All NBA teams. Like so, you making these, like you make the All NBA team, dude. I mean, I can't just like poo that. I can't just put that to the side. Like Dame, let me see, Dame Lillard. Let me see how many All NBAs he got. Dame Lillard got a lot of All NBA teams, bro. Because he was like
Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, Melo. Damn, I'm tripping. Yeah, Melo. Woo. Yeah, Melo's getting heavily disrespected.
Disrespected. Bad.
Yeah, Melo's being disrespected in this.
Are we taking James Harden or Carmelo Anthony?
Well, James Harden has an MVP, so you probably
Oh my gosh, bro, you with this?
The man got an MVP. He got the same amount of All NBAs, or if not more, the same amount of All Stars, if not more. Plus, he got an MVP. It is what it is.
Okay, I love T Mac to death. Are we taking T Mac or Melo?
See, down there when you get that's what I'm saying. I would have Iverson higher than 20, because I think like when you get to that 20 range, that's why I'm looking for Melo now. See, I would probably take Melo over like a Dame Lillard, over a Jason Tatum, because neither one of them have an MVP.
You can't say
I can't take him over Shea. Well, I might take him over Shea just right as of right now, because I don't think Shea has as much. He don't have enough credentials because of his age.
They disrespect the OGs.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on Melo. Melo should probably be on there. But here's what I'll tell you about Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard has 9 All-Star games and 7 All-NBA teams. I mean, come on.
If we care about MVP,
we got to, Ross. So we got to, though.
MVP not on the list then.
I don't think he has as much success as these guys.
He won MVP. He was first team All NBA every year. He was getting first teams over Joker.
Okay, let's see. Let me pull up his information. He has 7 All-Stars. He got 1 first team and 4 second teams. So he got 5 All-NBAs. I'm not mad. Listen, I'm not mad if you put Joker in over a Dame or a.
You mean Embiid?
I'm sorry, a Embiid over Dame or over T-Mac or over. I think those are the only 2 names, because I'm big on, like, for me, MVPs have to matter. Like, Luka might be a name that has to get knocked down, even though he got 5 or 6. I think he got 5 All-NBA teams. But I'm just saying, like I can't take an MVP and just say, well, that's no big deal.
But Dwight won the MVP.
No, he didn't. He didn't win no league MVP. Dwight Howard.
Dwight ain't win MVP when we.
He never won no final. He never won no league MVP.
When we went to the finals, and he was going crazy, averaging 30 and 15.
Well, first of all, shout out to my former high school teammate Rashard Lewis, right? That helped y'all get to them finals. But he ain't win no finals MVP that year.
Rashard Lewis was the 5th option.
First of all, don't be disrespectful.
That was Hito Turk.
Well, tell me why Orlando gave him $200 million. You got to tell me why they gave him $200 million. You talk to me then. For a 5th option, you tell me why they gave him $200. Dwight Howard never won no MVP.
He didn't win the MVP. He should have won the MVP that year.
Well, who won it?
Let's see. He was 2nd at MVP.
LeBron.
Oh, and we beat them in that.
Yeah, LeBron.
He should have. No, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose.
You know, Ross, we got to come back.
Dwight was saying too. Dwight said that on the podcast that he should have won.
We got to record an episode about this, Ross. I was doing some investigation. We got to have a conversation about the 1989 MVP. Magic Johnson won it, the 1989-90 MVP. Magic won it. Let me give you his numbers. He averaged 22. I'm gonna round everything up above 0.5, right?
Yeah.
So he averaged 22, 7, and 12. And I think they had the best record in the West. So 22, 7, and 12 assists. Excellent. Here's the problem, Ross. And he finished first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go down. First of all, MJ averaged 34, 7, and 6, number 1. Karl Malone averaged 31, 11, and 3. Patrick Ewing, who I believe probably should have won MVP, averaged 29, 11, 2 assists, and 4 blocks. Let me say that again for the boys and girls at home. Let me say that again for the boys and girls at home, Ross. He averaged 29, 11, 2 assists, and 4 blocks.
Why you didn't want to say Jordan was averaging 3 steals?
What did I say for Jordan? I said he was averaging 30. I said Jordan was averaging 34, 7, 6, okay, and 3 steals. Listen, I think Jordan should have definitely been. Jordan should have, if not won it, he should have definitely been number 2. I don't
4
think that
blocks is crazy.
I don't think
is crazy though.
I don't think, but here's the problem with that 2.8 though. Because see, I'm gonna go down here, way down here to number 9 at John Stockton, right? Who averaged he should have won it on some Steve Nash shit. He averaged 17, 15, and 3 steals. 17 points, 15 assists, and 3 steals is crazy, Ross.
Right, but Karl Malone was going crazy too.
I agree. That's what Karl Malone finished 4th.
See, this is my thing though. And they try to tell us this is like guys are more talented now. Them dudes, teams was averaging 80 points a game. Them dudes are averaging 30.
Right.
And they out there playing prison ball.
We got to do a whole breakdown on this, though, Ross, because look at what the centers are averaging in blocks. Patrick Ewing averages 4 blocks. David Robinson averages 4 blocks. Hakeem Olajuwon averages 4.6 blocks.
5 blocks.
Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about blocks. See, averaging 5 blocks a game, plus Hakeem was averaging 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists. Come on, man. Y'all don't care about these numbers, though. We got to have a whole conversation about that MVP right there, Ross.
Hold on. Can we go back to that list real quick, though?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm looking at percentages real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Magic cold, though. Magic down there was 50, 40, 90 back then.
Yeah, he shot 38. He shot 48 from the field, 38 from 3. Yeah.
Woo.
And he shot, we don't got
I ain't know Magic had 38% from 3.
Well, he probably didn't shoot that many threes, but he did make 38% of them.
That's pretty good.
Shout out to MJ, though. MJ shot 52 and 37.
Look at Stockton.
John, you know what John Stockton gonna do? 51, 41, and 82. 50-40. So he missed the 50-40-90. Who was the close? I think Jordan was the closest to the 50-40-90, right? No, Magic. Magic was the closest.
Mm-hmm.
He was the closest to the 50-40-90. Yeah.
Well, I would have thought Stockton was a better free throw.
But look at this, though. Charles Barkley shot 60% from the field.
Yo,
60% is insane, Ross.
Yeah, that's like Shaq when he was getting all dunks.
This man shot 60% from the field.
A 6'4" power forward.
Right.
Yeah,
he averaged 12 rebounds a game and 25 points while shooting 60% from the field. Come on, man.
Hey, Ewing was giving you good money too, though.
I told you. I think Ewing should have won the MVP. Ewing shot 55% from the field, bro.
And look at Hakeem. If boy. Oh no, I was looking at Tom Chambers too, though.
Tom Chambers went crazy. Listen, I'm telling you, Ross, I was looking at this all night. Look at Larry Bird's numbers. Larry Bird averaged 24, 10, and 8. He shot 47 from the field, 33 from 3, and 93 from the free throw line.
That's a down year for Bird, huh? That's good.
That's a down year. And he's averaging 24, 10, and 8. I'm just saying, we got to have a whole conversation about that MVP because Magic should not have won the MVP that year. I promise you, we shouldn't have. That's either MJ or Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But let's go. Let's talk some NFL, Ross. People are getting cut. We're naming rosters. Your boy Shador is officially announced as, I didn't say this, the Browns said that he's the emergency quarterback. He's the third string quarterback. He's the emergency quarterback for the team.
So who the second string?
Is Dylan Gabriel. They traded away Kenny Pickett. They traded him to the Raiders. They got some assets for him. I think they got a 5th round pick for him as well.
And release Huntley.
And they released Huntley. Yeah.
So is it, if Huntley's proven himself as a proven backup, Kenny Pickett, obviously he has some value. And you had him listed above Gabriel and Shador. Is Cleveland?
Hold on, that nigga licking his tongue. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's pause, bro.
Yeah, that's my
Cleveland.
That's crazy.
Are they in the position where they're trying to really put the best product out, or do you think they made a move to where, okay, we're gonna keep the storylines going?
I think Cleveland is gonna be bad no matter who's their quarterback, right? So I think they decided, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go with the old head. They took a 3rd round quarterback in Dylan Gabriel, who looked the way he looked. However you feel about Dylan Gabriel, people, he had a lost fumble, he threw a pick six. Okay, who trust me, every quarterback is gonna do that. Every quarterback's gonna lose a fumble, every quarterback's gonna lose a pick six. We're evaluating talent. What's worse to you, Ross? That or having those 5 sacks, bad 5 sacks that Shador had. No. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because I know where you're gonna go. You want to tell me about the offensive line and
that all got cut.
Yeah, no, not all of them. 4 of them got cut. But I don't care about that because he was playing against
guys on the offensive line, bro.
Ross, how many guys was he playing against that got cut?
It's 5 offensive linemen. 4 of them got cut.
Okay. How many of those defensive linemen from the Eagles got cut? Probably at least 3 of them. He wasn't playing against the ones.
It don't matter.
It do matter. He wasn't playing against the ones.
Bro, it don't matter if they don't block me and you. If me and you go line up and they don't block us, it don't matter who on the other side. You still got to block them.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So are you one of those people who believe that as a 5th round draft pick, he should have got the exact same amount of snaps as a 3rd round draft pick? Because that's insane to me.
No, I think if they're going to put him out there, they should have left him out there. And why you put in Tyler Huntley to come in and do the 2-minute drive if you're going to cut him?
Well, what we didn't. We wanted
Why'd
to win
you bring him in the first place? 1, in camp. Nobody don't know.
Well, everybody
2,
was hurt. Pickett was hurt, and Dylan Gabriel was hurt.
Well, once it was a 2-man battle between Shador and Dylan Gabriel, let Shador and Dylan Gabriel go out there.
They did.
So why you bring in Tyler Huntley at the end of the game?
Because Shador was getting sacked all over the place. We wanted to win the ball.
What did Tyler Huntley do?
Came in, went 1 for 1, drove him down the field, and kicked the field goal to win the game. That's what he did.
So why you ain't keep him?
Well, you gotta talk to Stefanski. I'm not Stefanski. Talk to Stefanski about that.
But that's what I'm saying. Are they in the business and trying to put the best product out there? Because I believe Tyler Huntley's better than Dylan Gabriel and Shador. I believe
I agree with that. Here's what I think, though.
Backup. So it just seems like one thing we know, some attention is better than no attention. Cleveland's getting attention. They've been
Go talk to Rampage and his son.
If you look at it, Shador Sanders has carried the whole offseason from the draft to now. It's been all about Shador Sanders.
Agreed. So I can agree with that.
We see what the jerseys are doing. We see the headlines. We see the media. We see it all. So to me, Cleveland's just playing the we staying relevant game. So they're going to keep prolonging it. But it's like you're really not trying to – the best case scenario, if you still not sold on Shador like they've been saying, why you just cut him? Tyler Huntley could have been the backup. Dylan Gabriel be the 3rd string. Boom.
Well, if somebody puts a package together, we can't just trade them to if somebody don't want them, Ross. Like, somebody got to put a package together. And then we'll trade them, right? Once they put a package together, but we just not going to trade them. We're not going to, if he's a valuable asset, let's keep him.
What, 5th or 6th round?
He was a 5th round pick.
5th round pick. You ain't getting none for a 5th round pick. What you going to get?
Well, he's a 3rd string quarterback. Who cares?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. You don't even know. Ross, who's the 3rd string quarterback for your Baltimore Ravens? Go.
I don't know.
My point exactly. No one knows who the third string quarterback is.
That's
That's my
Tyler
point.
Huntley.
Right. Not him no more. That's my point. No one really knows who their third string quarterback is, nor do they care, by the way. So the third string quarterback is looked at as a emergency quarterback. If you down to your third string quarterback, the season's over already. But as I told you earlier, though, Ross, I think this is the best case scenario for Shedeur, because I don't think that he should want to start the first 7 games, or Dylan Gabriel should want to start the first 7 games, because I think it's a gauntlet that the Browns have to face. Maybe if Shedeur, once the season is over, week 13, 14, if he gets some time, maybe he can show some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good look for him, personally. His brother Shiloh was cut by your team from Florida. Tampa Bay cut your man Shiloh.
Shout out Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater
After he smacked the dude up. Hold on, why Shiloh out there throwing hands with tight ends?
Let's talk about the positive, man. You're gonna bring up my Floridians. Shout out Teddy Bridgewater. He won one state championship with his alma mater. They got mad because he was paying for the kids to get Ubers home and stuff.
He was against the rules, but go ahead.
And he said, okay, I'm gonna go back, and now he's the quarterback 2 in Tampa. Looked good all preseason. Shout out my boy Teddy. Shout out Travis Hunter.
For what? He's had a bad offseason.
You were talking about sources. Sources I heard. I got some sources in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I heard he's fine, and they was just holding him out. I heard he's been looking pretty good.
For your sake,
I got some season ticket holders that go to the open practices. I got some friends in media. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I got some friends in media that pretty good with the camera that's over there. And I heard Travis Hunter, I heard he was looking good, both sides of the ball.
Okay, listen, we'll see. I think it's a mistake that they drafted him second. And you do understand that Cleveland has Jacksonville's first round pick. They also traded picks in this year, but like Cleveland's going to have 2 very high first round picks next year. So I think Cleveland is going to get their quarterback of the future next year.
Yeah, probably so. I'm not too sold on this quarterback draft. I know a lot of people.
Bad quarterback year we just had, Ross.
But I know a lot of people say next year supposed to be better.
Can't be much worse than this.
Yeah, I'm not too sold though. All right, we got to see.
I did see Hunter Renfrow get cut. That was a big deal. People thought
that
he
was a big deal.
Made the 53. He got cut.
Yeah.
I think he gets picked up though by somebody. Somebody's going to pick him up though.
Renfrow, what you think about the Michael Parsons debacle going on?
I don't think nothing. I think Jerry Jones told y'all he's under contract for 3 years no matter what. Adam said, I don't know why after the Browns traded Pickett in favor of Shedeur, that Shedeur fans are still complaining he's 3 now and he should play this year. He's only a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie, right? Like if you listen, it's not that big of a deal if you don't play your rookie year. Like that's why I'm like tripping. Like, let me say this. I don't know what race Adam is. I'm not making this a racial thing. But this is the first time that I've seen black people come together on something in sports outside of the Kaepernick thing. And I'm not mad at it. I'm actually encouraged by it. Here's the problem is you got a lot of black folks who don't know shit about football that are just like, oh, why ain't Shedeur playing? Well, y'all don't understand how this whole shit works, right? So it's not unusual that a 5th round draft pick doesn't play his first year, Ross. You know this. A 5th round draft pick not playing his first year. Okay, right? So if he is who he says he is, we'll see what happens as we move forward, right? So we'll see, right? Like, here's one thing I know. All of these coordinators, coaches, They got jobs on the line. They got families and mouths to feed. Trust me, if they think Shedeur is the best option to feed their family at home, they gonna put him in the goddamn game. And if he produces, he gonna stay in the game because I got mouths to feed.
Now, see, that's where I was beg to differ because, like
you
I
think
said,
that like they would jeopardize mouths to feed?
I feel like Cleveland right now is at the point where Cleveland, they're not really Cleveland. No, like they're not trying to even just look at it. Look at you had Joe Flacco, you let him go, and now 2 years later you bring him back. Like they're not trying to improve. Cleveland's not. So you found with this Shedeur thing, you can stay in the media. He's selling some jerseys. Yeah, we're going to keep him on the roster. We're going to bring him along for the ride so we can stay getting our little press, and at least some people will come watch us play and be bad, hoping that Shedeur gets a chance.
But let's say you're right, though.
Let's call it spade a spade. That's what they're doing.
If what you're saying is correct, that's a brilliant strategy. Let's start Flacco. We think that, like, what you're saying is they think they have their quarterback of the future, right?
No, I'm saying they don't even care about the wins and losses and the quarterback of the future. I'm saying if you look, it's been evident that they're conceding that they screwed up with the Deshaun situation. You had Flacco 2 years ago. You release him, and you don't try to make a big push to go get a new young quarterback. You go and you bring Flacco back.
They drafted 2 rookies, Ross.
In the 4th and 6th round.
The third and fifth
round.
Right.
So you drafted 2 guys that you really don't believe in.
No, they drafted 2 guys that they think have potential, and now next year they have 2 first-round draft picks. So they can potentially play these guys and see what they can do in actual live games. If they don't see anything, they may take a first-round guy, or they could take something else. They could take a lineman. They can take another knee, because they're going to have two first. They're going to have Jacksonville's first-round pick and their first-round pick next year, because Jacksonville made probably one of the worst trades in NFL history to get Travis Hunter. No disrespect to Travis. It's one of the worst trades ever. It is what it is, Ross. It's one of the worst trades in history.
It's so drastic, bro. Stop it.
Ross, they traded
Travis Hunter. My people
Ross,
in Jacksonville
do you know what they traded to get Travis Hunter? They moved back from 2 to 5, right? They also gave up a first from next year. They gave up a 4th and I think like a 6th in this year's draft. Like, that's insane.
Listen, my people say it look good.
Okay, well,
I'm telling you, they say it look good. They say he out there doing this thing. He out there dancing and all.
All right.
I'm telling you.
We've been ready to get up out here tonight, but Ross, we gotta talk about that 1980. We gotta record a video about that 1989 MVP, because that's an interesting MVP with all those numbers we got up there. And here's another list we got to talk about, Ross. Here's another list. Who would you cut from this list, Ross? Who's the odd man out?
Darren Williams.
No, he's not. I knew he was going to say that, and I promise you, he's the best outside of the only player I would take over D. Will is Jason Kidd. D. Will gave everybody else on this list fucking buckets.
I used to say D. Will over Chris Paul way back in the day.
As you should have. D. Will decided to eat his way out of the league. But in his prime, in terms of, like, I'm just saying, taking a player like at their peak, D. Will is better than everybody on this list, not named Jason Kidd.
You saying at their peak, so at their best.
At their best.
So if we going and we running 5s, who you want to be your point guard?
If I'm not taking Jason, if Jason Kidd's not available, Darren Williams.
Or are we looking at it from a coach perspective or from a?
I don't give a damn what perspective you're taking it at. If we're taking everybody at their absolute best, Jason Kidd is first for me. After that, give me D. Will. Don't worry about it. You don't got to make a decision now, Ross. That's the beauty of this show. We'll have a
Rondo gets cut.
Yeah, we're gonna have to drug test you.
Rondo gets cut. Who you can say? Tony Parker? You disrespecting Tony. I know you disrespecting Tony.
Got to.
I knew.
Get him out of here. Send his ass back to Fali Fonse. Send his ass back.
I was going to bring him and Ginobili up when we was talking about that list earlier. Tony Parker and Ginobili get disrespected.
Hold on, let me bring up the list back up. So you saying, so you would put Parker and Ginobili on this top 25 of the 21st century?
They get disrespected though.
No, Ross, you wouldn't put them in front of anybody on this list. Stop.
Manu Ginobili?
No, you wouldn't put him over anybody on this list. Stop. He's not over Westbrook. Stop. Westbrook is 25.
I've been thinking of names that have been left off. No Paul George on that list.
I don't think he should be on the list. I don't think he's better than anybody on the list, Ross. Who's he better than on this list?
Ben Wallace is a 4-time all-defensive player. Y'all
Stop,
tell me
Ross. Y'all don't care. Stop.
I'm just naming Hall of Famers. I'm just naming Hall of Famers.
He is a Hall of Famer, but like we're talking about the top 25. Right? You can be a Hall of Famer and not be on this particular list.
Everybody on this list going to the Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah. LeBron, Curry, Duncan, Jokic, Shaq.
I'm just going through. Let's see. Yeah.
Who the hell potentially cannot be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, they are.
The only one that's particularly quote unquote in question would be SGA. SGA, Dame, and Jason Tatum are the only questions you can have.
Hall of Fame.
Right, and all of them are Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So this whole list is Hall of Famers. So that's what I'm saying. Like when we get to a list like this, we're nitpicking, right? And that's like, I always got to say, when we get to lists like that, it's not a disrespect thing. We're just nitpicking at that point, right? We're just saying who's the best of the best. And it sounds disrespectful. So maybe we got to start doing a better job of framing that. Because when I say Jason Tatum's not on there, I love Jason Tatum's game. I love Kawhi's game. I don't think he's eligible. I don't think he's healthy enough, but I love his game. So maybe I got to start doing a better job in those conversations of making sure.
Man, you get yeah.
I got to do a better job.
You get a little disrespectful.
I do, but like when I see Kobe on this list, that's when I get triggered. I'm triggered when I see Kobe on these lists and he's down there.
Y'all Kobe fans, hold on. Let me just say this. Rest in peace to Kobe. We love Kobe.
Be careful. 824 just passed. Listen, be careful.
We love Kobe. We love Gigi. Condolences to their family, Vanessa, the other daughters, the Mamba Academy. Shout out Kobe. We can still have basketball talks about Kobe, though.
Agree.
We can have debates. We can argue.
Yeah.
Like we can, when it comes to basketball, I would never go Kwame Brown or crazy and just talk about the man and all that stuff. But like, we have to stop this notion because Kobe is like the only person that now that he's dead, like he's off limit. Like there's a lot of greats that's dead, and y'all be disrespecting them all the time. I hear y'all talk about Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, and like nobody don't say, hold on.
Not me. You gotta talk to JJ Redick about that.
Y'all be discrediting them and saying they played against post.
Yeah, that's JJ Redick. That's not me. I got a lot of respect for. Me personally, I think Wilt Chamberlain, you can put him probably no lower than like 6 or 7 all time.
Y'all be disrespecting Jerry West with the ball.
Not me. I think Jerry West should be above a lot. I think I got Jerry West over D Wade.
Y'all be disrespecting Oscar.
Not me. I got Oscar Robertson over Steve Nash. See, I'm different from everybody else.
Okay.
I got a lot of respect for the old school. I got Elgin Baylor over a lot of your favorites as well.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
But we got 2 good conversations. We got a conversation coming up that we're gonna have about the 1989 MVP that Magic Johnson won averaging 22, 6, and 12, when we got Jordan out here averaging 34, 7, and 6 is crazy, and you don't win MVP. We got, by the way, Patrick Ewing averaging 29, 11, and 4 blocks, and this motherfucker finished 5th. That's insane. So we got a conversation about that. We also got a conversation over here about which point guard do you take? We got Jason Kidd, Tony Parker, Chris Paul, Rajon Rondo, Steve Nash, and Darren Williams. I think Darren Williams is the forgotten point guard of this era. And people forget he got drafted above Chris Paul, as he should have. He was a bad mofo over there in Utah, him and Carlos Boozer, and AR-15. The original AR-15, by the way. Karolinko. Shout out to Karolinko.
Wait, I know we don't have time tonight, but there's a clip. We got to get into it on Thursday. So KD was on the podcast, and they was talking about some of the changes with All-Star game. They was asking them if they had $1 million one-on-one tournament during All-Star weekend, would you play? And he said, yeah, I play. And then they say, who are some guys you think could win it? And it's a video. He named off some guys. That's a good convo. We got it, especially before the season starts, with some recommendations for All-Star weekend and stuff. But a big king of the court game with the NBA guys. We gotta talk about who we think will win it. That we gotta get in. Right. That'll be dope.
We up out of here tonight, man. That's Ross and Risky on a Tuesday night. We'll holler at y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I saw a lot of people tap in with us, man. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We out here for the night, man. Peace.